So we're happy with the fill settings, or say we are happy with the fill settings. What we will do now is we will now save them to our recipe. Save, that will overwrite recipe Unilever 500ml already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes. So for example, if you want to delete a recipe, we don't delete default, test one we will delete. Do you want to delete? Yes. We like this recipe and we want to modify it slightly for another one, for as a starting point. We could say save, and then just to use the wording, and then we can move it here, and move that down. It might be, say, the 750 ml bottle, and then save. Still on the 500 because we're copying that recipe. So now we would have to load the 750, load that. The values are the same because we haven't changed it, but for example, if we change that to 35,600, and we change this one to 32,500, and we change this one to 54,100, and we change this one to 55,000, enter. When we press save 750, those values are saved. For example, now we will say, for example, we want to go to the other bottle quickly. So to regain that setting, so we're 54, 55. So if we load the 500 ml, these settings are back. Likewise, if we want to go back to the other one, we can load that, settings are the same. Or if we want to go to conditioner, again the settings are different. Or want to load default, dramatically different. We'll work with 500, because that works with the bottles we're using. So if you want a linear fill where it just fills at the same speed, because it's often, you don't need to have a staged fill unless it's a very difficult bottle or product, but sometimes on creams it's nice to finish slowly, otherwise you get pileup or stringing. So we'll show you what that does with water. Water works quite well. So if we start head 2 with water and run that cycle first, it'll run fast. Stop. So if we want to just run in a linear fashion, let's change that to 500. Oops, that's the arrow button to move that. Then enter. 500. Enter. 500. Enter. We start the cycle. There'll be no speed change. So it just fills to 64 count, regardless of the figures. 30,000, 55,000. It'll just start at 500, past that figure, still go to 500, past that figure, still go to 500, or 55,000, and then reach 64,000. Similarly, if we run the cream, start the cycle, it slows down, cut, clean fill. We do have a suck back function. Sometimes thin products need to have the pump reversed very slightly, which allows the liquid tension to be taken back up into the pipe, but it's not so critical on pneumatic shut-off nozzles. It's more critical on plain nozzles where we're using the pump to hold liquid tension using a non-return valve. So if I set suck back, it won't be particularly noticeable, but set for 500 here, it will carry out this procedure, and then after this procedure, 64,000, it will reverse the pump slightly. So if we show that. So fill. It's nearly filled, it's almost filled. And then you didn't see anything, it happened, but it does have an effect. You put it onto the cream side of things, at 500, I think it will stream. So if we run that, that's with the suck back just about to start. Didn't make much effect. Maybe it gave it a little bit better performance, I don't know. So we'll do it again. It's all about a clean fill. Yeah, so it deposited a small amount there. So we go back and remove the suck back, change that to 0, and then look for the effect again, running out of pot. So we should have to change that. Start again. And just watch for the end of the fill, which is coming up. See the way that the liquid is. We couldn't see it because we've run out of pot.